Hi, my name is Pellien and this is my TED Talk. The transgender community has been deemed too taboo for television for too long. It's been shifted into comedic merit throughout television history. Accurate depictions of transgender stories are few and far between, and they shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be difficult for a major television network to include an accurate depiction of a transgender person. The transgender community is not always treated with respect that they deserve and the sensitivity that they deserve in the media and television. According to the popular media blog GLAAD, offensive representations and storylines were found on every major broadcast network and 7 different cable networks, demonstrating that the problem remains widespread. For example, transgender characters were cast as a victim at least 40% of the time. Transgender characters were also cast as killers or villains at least 21% of the time in the cataloged episodes and storylines. Anti-transgender slurs, language, and dialogue was present in at least 61% of the cataloged episodes and storylines. Since 2002, GLAAD has cataloged 102 episodes and non-recurring storylines of scripted television that contain transgender characters and found that 54% of these were categorized as containing negative representations at the time of their airing. An additional 35% were categorized at ranging from problematic to good, while only 12% were considered groundbreaking or fair enough and accurate enough to earn a GLAAD Media Award nomination. While a great deal of progress still needs to be made for fair and accurate depictions of transgender communities in television.
And we also see this woman who is a wife and a mother and is struggling to navigate and negotiate motherhood and love from behind bars. What I love most about the first 3 seasons and Sophia's sort of evolution is that our show is not afraid to touch on real issues. The fact that Sophia was denied her hormones in prison is something that happens to far too many incarcerated transgender people all over the country.
Listen, Doc, I need my dosage. I've given 5 years, $80,000 and my freedom for this. I'm finally who I'm supposed to be. Do you understand? I can't go back.
Television shows such as Orange is the New Black have brought attention to the abusive treatment transgender people experience without making it into a comedy.
I'm closed.
That's cool. We just want to ask you a question. Spanish been saying how you still got your dick. That true?
What you got between your legs is your business, and what I got is mine.
Maybe. But my man is out at Lexington, and he's having a real hard time. Hard. Meanwhile, you hiding out in here, pretending to be a female.
Seems like you got it all figured out.
You have any idea how ignorant you sound?
We just want a little peek. Educate ourselves.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Not till we see it. Shut her! Fuck you, female! Damn, I told you he still had his man strength.
Don't think I won't kill you, you fucking cunt! Fuck you, bitches! Help me!
I'll get Caputo.
However, if we take a look at a scene in CSI, it's a 1-minute scene, but they used incorrect male pronouns at least 11 times, and the characters also referred to her as delusional. Unclear whether they mean that she was delusional for thinking that she was pregnant or delusional for thinking that she was a woman. An investigator in the show also referred to her as a pregnant transvestite. I'm not going to show you the clip, obviously, because I don't want to glorify this portrayal of the transgender community. But I brought this up because it's an example of a major television network, CBS, following Hollywood trends of transphobia tendencies and doing it on screen for their own gain. Harmful and grotesque stereotypes and jokes have destroyed the representation and platform that could have been built earlier on. As disappointing as that is, I think it's up to the modern filmmakers to rid Hollywood of its transphobia, meaning highlighting trans stories as human stories without making them into characters because of their transness, but instead making them into characters who happen to be trans. Stories twisted in the sake of comedy. Male actors have been cross-dressing on screen since the silent film era, establishing this phenomenon rooted in a long history of transphobia, homophobia, and more. The act itself is seen as emasculating. It comes across as funny, perpetrating toxic masculinity. The common trend of having a man in a dress has been fading out of television, luckily, but there's still a lot of work to be done if transphobia in television is to be removed.